Hello again, Susanna here, your angel intuitive, spiritual guidance counselor, and intimacy intuitive. I do this every time, intimacy intuitive. So we're playing with some fun new cards today. New as in, I don't know, 10 years old. That I just rediscovered. See if I can find a year on here. Not seeing a year. Had them for a while. Never opened them, and they're fabulous. These are The Answer is Simple, which is the best. Oracle cards by Sonia Choquette. Zoom, can you, there we go. These are fun because the answer is simple, and the cards are simple. They're super cute. So, we're going to do, just for fun, to introduce you to this deck, because I like the simplicity of these. They're basically just a word and a picture. So, take a deep breath and choose 1, 2, or 3. And which card? Mixy, mixy, mixy. Okay. Yeah. One more fun one. Alrighty. It's like watching paint dry. Water boiling, grass growing. Kidding. Laughter is fun. Okay, those who pick number 1. With whatever issue you're thinking of, something that's going on in your world. So card number 1. The answer to your question is, it's not an emergency. It's not an emergency. So whatever your question was pertaining to, or whatever's going on, you know, it's not emergency, it's not drastic, it's not life-ending or life-affirming or whatever. It's pretty mundane. And when I tune in and I get like this little group of people that chose that one, it's like we worry so much about things. And what I always say, if you've seen some of my other videos, what I always say is, you know, worrying about the worst possible outcome is always worse than the worst possible outcome. We make mountains out of molehills. We, you know, make everything so dramatic and traumatic, when basically it's this little bitty thing in the grand scheme of things, in time or whatever. You know, if you look back on other big life-changing events, and when we're in it, we're all freaked out, whatever, and then when we get through it, we look back, and it's like, you know, what was I so worried about? I don't get it. It's like it was nothing. But then that's what makes life, right? We have our little experiences, we learn and we grow. That's the way it is. Each experience is a little step up, step forward, whatever. But for this specific reading today, so for this week, yeah, whatever you're stressing about, it's not an emergency. It's not that big a deal, and it will pass. This too shall pass. Everything, again, focus on what's the positive aspect of it. What are we learning from this stressful or traumatic time? Okay? And just know it's not as bad as you think it is. That's what they're trying to get across. It's not as bad as you think it is. The outcome's not going to be as bad as you think it is either. So stay positive, stay focused. Okay? And now those who chose card number 2, I'm going to add that over there. Take a breather. See that? Chill out. This one kind of goes with the first one too. And as always, it's nice. Chill. Take a rest. Take a breather. And of course, those of you who felt all 3 or felt 1, 2, 2, 3, whatever, any combination, kind of works together. And it's interesting how, how the cards kind of go together. So take a break. You're pushing yourself too hard. You're trying to make decisions too quickly or too forced, maybe. Think about the question that you had when you chose. Are you making a decision? Are you making plans? Are you making choices? So you don't have to do anything or everything right now. Things can wait. Take a breath, take a breather, relax. You know, sometimes before we make a decision or take a step forward, it's like, you know, take a deep breath. Center yourself, ground yourself. Where are you in this situation? Where are you at this point in time that helps you focus and helps you think clearly and get that clarity and focus and make the right decision. Again, as you know, there is no right or wrong. There is choice and there is experience. And there are little birdies are coming out, yay. And the little hummers went over there. But you know, take your time with it. Take that breath, calm yourself instead of making decisions or choices out of anxiety or stress or frustration or anger. Never a good idea. And this time we will say never. Never a good idea to make decisions out of anger. So think about that. Whatever you're working on, whatever decisions you're having to make, whatever choices you have to make, sit back, relax, take that deep breath first. See where your body what your body feels, see what your mind and your soul are feeling and experiencing. And if you have options, do that. Take a breath with each one, okay? See what feels better. Try that. And those that chose card number 3. Again, kind of goes. Call your spirit home. Sweet. Call your spirit home. I like that. Because that's where I spend a lot of my time. It's in the clouds. That's my home away from home. As y'all know, I don't like to be grounded too much. It's not as fun. So call your spirit home. Now this can be they just said you can take that either way, depending on how you read that card. Calling your spirit home, bring spirit home, or call your spirit home. You know, where we are in spirit. You know, our spirit energy, that is our home. That's our little cloud castle. But they're having me focus more on the calling it in. You know, call your spirit in. Acknowledge that we are spiritual beings having this human experience, and it's okay to move forward that way. So I've done a few videos, whether they're on here yet or not, if I've transferred over, if I make some more. Our human body is not just the shell for our spirit body, our energetic body. A lot of people think that, think we're trapped, our little soul's trapped in this body, and that's not the case. It's like we have pores. If you visualize it this way, our human body has pores, and our spiritual body, our soul, our light, our divine light, God spark, can emanate out those pores. Okay? See it as like little spotlights coming out of every single pore, and see that our spirit body extends outside of the human body. Okay? So what they give me with this card is, instead of calling it in, reeling it in, we don't want that. We want to expand it. Instead of having this human body be your shell and your home, it's let your soul, let your spirit, let your soul body be that home. Let that be the basis of everything, of your processes, of your ideas, of your progressing forward, moving forward, and with your accomplishments, with work, with friendships, with relationships, whatever. Move your soul forward. Let that be the first choice, not just the physical body. You know, let your soul energy heal the physical. Okay? So They're giving me all kinds of different ways to look at this. Time is short. But let that be number one. Okay, so we have our house that we live in. We have our job, which a lot of times is home away from home. It's like, let your soul be number one. Let your soul encase the human body instead of the human body encasing the soul. Okay, look at it that way. You're a soul first. Your spirit energy first, not just this physical. And set it free. Set yourself free. Make everything, every choice, every thought is so much easier. Life is easier when we set our soul free. Okay? So, good times. Remember, most things aren't an emergency. So, kick back, take a deep breath before we freak out, and relax, and call your spirit home. And have a beautiful week.